trespassers. What should we do with them?" Little Jackie could feel her heart pittering and pattering at the fastest of pace. She pressed herself tighter against her uncle, Lucky Jack, as rats closed around them in the dark cellar. They gathered all around the two rabbits. The largest rat stood upon its haunches, his whiskers quivering, his tail flicking from side to side. He leered at the two rabbits as another rat cried, "Rip the fur from their hides, gnaw the flesh from their bones." "No," said the largest of the rats. "We will bring them to the king. He will decide their fate." Hundreds of clawed paws grabbed the two rabbits. They were pushed and prodded deeper into the cellar, down into a tunnel. They had traveled far in search of long, slender, pointy potato-like things. Carrots, the one thing that could save Ireland. They had come down into the cellar in search of coins that could be traded for the carrots. Now they had been captured by rats. They were dragged through the tunnel into a sprawling burrow. There were all manner of things about them. Tattered napkins with colorful patterns hung like priceless tapestries. Cardboard shoeboxes set like banquet tables. And there, at the far end of that burrow, upon a broken teacup for a throne, with a banana peel for a crown, sat mangy mass of fur. "What have you brought before me?" cried a voice somewhere amid that mass. "I sent you to find me treasures, and you bring me these things?" "Your Majesty," said one of the rats, "we have brought these two trespassers to you. We found them in the cellar." Lucky Jack spoke up. "How dare you treat us like this? Who are you?" "I am the Rat King." The mass of fur shuffled and squirmed. It heaved itself upright. Two beady eyes glared at the rabbits. "The Rat King?" Lucky Jack puffed out his chest with pride. "Well, in that case, I'm the Rabbit King, and this here'll be me niece, the bonny Duchess of Hare." "Aye," said little Jackie. "Aye, we've come for your coins." "Our coins? You cannot have our coins." "Ha!" laughed Lucky Jack. I knew there'd be coins somewhere in this dump." "A dump? How dare you, rabbit!" But before the Rat King could heave himself from his throne, Lucky Jack stood up tall and regal. His ears touched the ceiling of the burrow. He pattered his foot till dirt rained down from the ceiling. "You call this a burrow? Aye, the fattest and laziest of all rabbits can dig something finer than this. Just goes to prove that rabbits are not only the best diggers in all of Ireland, but perhaps in all the world." "Aye," added little Jackie. "Aye, indeed." "You think you're better than us, rabbit?" "Oh, no, your Majesty. I know we're better than you." Lucky Jack smiled and pointed a paw at little Jackie with a gleam in his eye. "And just to prove it, I bet you that my niece here can dig a tunnel all around this great city before any of your diggers can dig across it and back." "You're on, rabbit." "Would you care to make it interesting? A little wager, perhaps? All of your coins against my luckiest foot?" The Rat King narrowed his eyes and sneered. "It's a deal, rabbit." With that, a dozen rats came forward. They raised up their king's throne upon a broad saucer, and they bore him from his burrow, followed by all his subjects. And the rabbits were swept along with that sea of rats, out from the dark cellar to the outskirts of the city. And there the Rat King named his champion digger, a tall, scraggly rat, lean and all muscle and claws. "Uncle Jack, are you sure this is a smart idea?" little Jackie whispered. "Sure enough, little Jackie. You're the finest digger in all of Ireland. You'll make it around this city before that rat even gets across." The Rat King beckoned to his digger. Whispered words were exchanged. "Don't let that rabbit beat you." "Your Majesty, I am the finest digger. I can dig through anything." "Don't let that rabbit win, no matter what." "As you wish, Your Majesty." The digger bowed low. Then he took his place by little Jackie. He smiled a crooked grin and flexed his paws. cracking every knuckle one at a time. "Ready, set, go! Go, little Jackie! Dig with all you've got!" All the rats began to dance around, cheering as both little Jackie and the digger dove into the dirt. Little Jackie dug and dug at the fastest of pace. The soil was flying from her paws as she made her way in a broad, sweeping arc around the entire city. She came to the root of a tree, but down she went deeper underground, and on she tunneled. But the rat was digging his way across the city, faster and faster. He was in the lead, but he had forgotten about the foundations. He came upon a wall of mortar and stone. The rat clawed and chewed his way through the wall and fell into a dark cellar. "I cannot let that rabbit beat me." He scampered across the floor, began to claw at the far wall. "But at this pace, I'll never win. If I fail, I don't want to think what my king will do." The rat glanced around. High above him there was a window. "That's it. If I go to the streets above, I can win. But this is a digging race, and I am a digger. Even I have pride. But no, I cannot fail my king. I must go to the streets above." The rat began to climb, digging his claws into the wall, and up he scampered. He leapt from that high window out to the streets beyond, and began to run through the lanes. "The king said to win, no matter what. I must win this race." He dashed down a narrow lane and leapt atop a cart that was in his path. Just as he was about to spring from his perch, he heard a shriek of alarm. He turned just in time to see a large hand sweeping towards him. He tried to dive to safety, but it was too late. He was struck by that hand and was sent spinning head over heels through the air. He crashed against a nearby wall and slumped to the cold dirt of a flower garden. There he lay, dazed and confused, while little Jackie dug onward all the way around the city, and when she poked her head up beyond the finish line, Lucky Jack scooped her up into his arms. "You've done it, little Jackie! You've won the race!" The two rabbits hopped and cheered in joy. They patted their feet in triumph. All of the rats snarled in fury, but the Rat King held true to his bargain, and he gave to the rabbits all the coins he had. "Go now! Be gone from my sight!" With that, the two rabbits took all of those coins, and they began making their way back to where they had seen that cart with all of the carrots, the long, slender, pointy potato-like things that could save Ireland.